All right, we're back again. I have to take my hair out, but it's on the to-do list. It just hasn't gotten to the do part. But it's on there. I have this idea that maybe I could like cut my hair or might rock a wig for a little bit and cut my hair, but we'll see what happens. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are watching, I actually met a subscriber. It's kind of embarrassing in a way. But I have currently right now 11 subscribers and it makes me so incredibly happy. Like, I am genuinely growing. When I started the channel, I only had 4, but that was because I only had like a YouTube channel for like schoolwork and such. But now, things are getting better, so I'm grateful. Like, I can't believe I have 11 subscribers. Like, it's such a small number, but it's 11 subscribers. It's just, it's amazing. So to those of you who basically you start this journey with me, thank you. Thank you for watching the early disasters, if I'm being completely honest. It only goes up from here, so thank you. All right, so something very exciting I wanted to talk about, gaming. Now I know what you're thinking, those of you who have seen this video, early subscribers, you're probably like, didn't you already have a video about reading and gaming? Yes, but this one is specific because there's a reason. Okay, so let me take you through my gaming journey that led us to this point here and now. So when I was a kid, I grew up with our first console. Me and my siblings had our first console and it was a Sega. We loved to play Sonic, and that's the only game I remember we ever playing on that like Sega. And I believe it was a gift from our uncle, and from that Sega was born a group of casual gamers. My older sibling and I would be casual gamers, quote unquote. I remember when I was a kid, me and my older sibling, we would go to Nigeria for a couple of years. This was when we were really young. Like, I have like maybe 3 memories from this, and even those memories, I'm like, I'm not even sure if that's how it happened. There's one distinct memory, but that's for the memoirs. But anyway, I remember we took a Game Boy with us to Nigeria, and some kid in my grandmother's neighborhood tried to steal this Game Boy from us and then tried to literally tell us like, oh, this was mine the whole time. No, it wasn't. Like, I don't, anyway. I thought that was interesting. The next thing I remember having was a Game Boy XP. So this was a little flip Game Boy. This is my baby. I loved that thing. And then eventually my younger sibling would get a Nintendo DS. And my older sibling, like, we had a GameCube. Okay, first we had a GameCube. That was the next major console we had. And like, I loved that thing so much. We could play so many classic games. Mario Party, what was the name of that? Mystic Heroes, Street Ball. Like, the one with the Mario characters was, I'm trying to get that game again so much, and it is so expensive. Okay, it's not expensive, but it's on the higher end. Like, people, it's still a very popular game, and people who do have it, they ain't trying to let it go, which I completely understand. There's a few other gaming stories here and there, gaming at my cousin's house, you know, in the childhood era. So when we move on to like early teenage years, I remember we ended up getting a Nintendo Wii and an Xbox 360. The same consoles that my parent would decide to give away at a certain point, but we'll save that for later. Later, I would learn from my older siblings that they actually like had this plan to get all these like devices, like gaming devices, but they knew that our parents wouldn't just buy them all these gaming devices. So they had devised a plan where each of us was going to, on our birthdays, ask for a specific thing. And as diabolical as that is, cultivating my birthday present for your plan, it definitely worked. So I'm mad at the manipulation but I praise the ingenuity. Like, we gotta. It was smart. It was smart. But yeah. So okay, you know, going through the healing process, I would like abandon gaming for a while. But when I started to come to again, you know, coming out of the depression, crawling out of that hole, I was like, something I remember loving as a child was gaming. I remember my oldest sibling was the one who taught me how to use like both my thumbs, because up until this point I was only using like one thumb because like Game Boy and like but like how to control the camera and your character at the same time, that was thanks to my oldest sibling. Like I remember like my oldest sibling was so into Halo, and they would teach me how to play Halo so then we could do the missions together. And I got so good at that game. Like, I wouldn't mind getting an Xbox 360 just to play that game again, because I love the moments we spent together. We were both, you know, I got so good at it. Like, I remember, like, when I would have to kill the little triangle aliens, I was like, yeah, yes, get them. And I was so good at shooting, too. Bro, forget about it. When I came to, I started to think, oh, okay, you know, let me start to game again. So I remember at a certain point, the last time I was in my family's household, I decided that the Wii was going to be mine because we still had that. We managed to get that back from the family, obviously. So I was like, this is mine now, because I doubt anyone else was going to care for it. So I took it with me, and I still have it to this day. It's mine. And I obviously got myself a Nintendo Switch, as you saw in the previous video. I got myself a Steam Deck, as you saw in the previous video. And when I first started playing, I was like, you know what I want? I want to find games that have Black female main characters. You'd be surprised how little games have Black female main characters. But, yeah, that was my initial journey. So that's why at a certain point I loved games that allow you to character customize. But I was like, nah, like this is fine and all, but this is, obviously we know what these games are made for. I want the game that genuinely, like, girl who look like me is on there. So thus begun my search. There were a few games that I was like, okay, you know, like, yeah, it's okay. Like, I tried to play Witcher 3, I didn't really like it, but I was always on the hunt for that specific game. That game with the Black female main character, like in an RPG, whatever, you know. And I found it. Like, it was really one of the driving forces for me to get my Steam Deck. But South of Midnight came out, let me check. Like, because I remember when I got my Switch, I was a little bit disappointed, only because I was like, oh, I can't play like Baldur's Gate or all these other games that I researched before I decided I was going to get myself a Switch, and, you know. So I was like, eventually I'm just going to get myself a Steam Deck. I guess it took me a while to realize that I could even do that, because I was like, wait, I have adult money, and I can use my adult money to do whatever I want. So I'm going to get a Steam Deck. But anyway, okay. One sec. Okay. Yes, okay, yes. So literally, like, I think I had heard that it was coming out. So it came out officially April 8th, 2025. I think I had heard it was officially, like, when it, like, the trailers had begun to pop up on my YouTube and, like, on my Facebook and everything, because, you know, they listened to us. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is literally what I want. I was like, it's a wrap. I'm getting that Steam Deck. So I got the Steam Deck, and literally, like, I think as soon as it came out, it was literally, like, probably the second game I officially bought after Baldur's Gate. Because I was like, I'm playing this game. But then I wanted to take it a step further. So I was like, I'm going to play this game. Better yet, I'm going to stream this game. So yes, South of Midnight, if you're watching this right now, hopefully I've posted it. I'm not so sure, but I plan on streaming the game on Twitch. Still trying to figure out how to... I plan on streaming the game on Twitch. So here is my Twitch handle. So if you are like seeing this, like, catch me streaming it live. If not, I'm still going to post the videos on YouTube. I have finally found all the like cords and devices and everything that like I need to stream from my MacBook and my Steam Deck and like the camera and everything. It took a while because again, like I may have adult money, but I ain't not. We trying to get our money up. That's why this YouTube is right here. We trying to get our money up. But yeah, I am so excited to stream a game. Like, I have avoided the spoilers of this game so much, and it's so hard because my TikTok is like, hey, remember this? And it's like, stop it. But it's finally time. I've decided that I'm going to start streaming this game now. So yeah, catch me on Twitch and also see the videos here. But I'm so excited. Like, I hope this works out. I hope this works out. I hope this works out. Streaming is gonna be so hard because I've practiced streaming and I'll probably post those videos. I've practiced streaming with like choices, you know, like the high school story. I practice with those. Feel free to watch them. They're kind of just, they're funny. My face isn't in it, but you hear my voice. It took me a while to understand the mechanics, so I do apologize for like the audio. But yeah, feel free to watch like, you know, the process in the making, like the growth from the ground up. Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited to play this game. And I've been tempted so many times to just start the game and I was like, hold off. Because I know, but it's time. It's time. But yeah, essentially I wanted to tell a different gaming story to like from, you know, little toddler to now. I don't think people understand how significant it is that we have like a black female main character for a video game. Because it's very rare. I honestly, it took forever. Like even in my research, I don't think I ever found a game that was like, yes, this is for a black woman in the main character. Like I never saw it, but we have it now. And I'm so excited. I am so excited. Oh man. I'm a little nervous to stream live with like my camera like on, but that aside, I can't wait. I can't wait. But yeah, this video was basically just announcing me like streaming and twitching live. Right? Is that the right word? Yes. Hopefully by 2026, if I get enough streamers, I can go to Twitch University or Streamer University. Oh yes, I'm here for the drama. You know, Kai Cenat. Stop. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. You just got a little, what's it called? Backstory? Lore? Whatever. But essentially, this was just me trying to announce that I gone from a child gamer, a child who loved video games, to now what I call a strong casual gamer. And I'm so excited to play a game that has someone who looks like me. I hope that like we get to make more video games. It's not my dream to make a video game, but I would love to like voice act in a game or like put on one of those like bodysuits thing and like be a character in a video game. That would be awesome. But like it's not my calling to make video games, but I know it is someone's out there's calling. And honestly, please make your game because the rest of us out here, we are wanting to play that game. I said, not taking my own advice. Well, I'm doing my best. I mean, YouTube channel. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Oh, I tried streaming and failed miserably. I don't know what's wrong. It worked before and it worked for a long minute and then all of a sudden it just stopped working. I feel like a failure. And I know I'm not a failure. It just sucks. It feels like, because it happened while I was streaming. That's probably why I feel so kind of crummy about it. I ran a bunch of tests and I thought I figured it out with the whole audio thing, which was great, but now I might have to postpone my first official streaming. But it is what it is. At least I tried. I am glad I tried. It's just I feel really frustrated right now, so I don't feel as happy anymore. But that's okay. What matters is that I try again. That's really all it is. So, I might need to try and get a Steam Deck official docking station, like for an actual Steam Deck. I feel like I might have to get a used one or something, so that might take some time. but I am glad I tried. Ideally, this would have been a video where you would have seen my first official stream, and I guess you did kind of see a few minutes of it, but it didn't work. But it is what it is. Okay, my camera is so blurry. Okay, so after a bunch of trial and error, I finally just figured out I needed to simplify my equipment even more. So, past me, I'm so sorry. But future me, you can include this in the video. Alright, bye. Okay, I finally figured it out. So, I literally just needed to simplify my equipment, which is so funny to me. And like, I was absolutely devastated when I couldn't figure it out last night, because I was just kind of like, why? Why is this not working? The thing is, I have a very difficult relationship with failure. Grew up as a Nigerian American. Failure is something that like, you just can't do. You have to be perfect at everything 100% of the time. But that's not possible. Failure is a part of success. And I'm still coming to terms with that sometimes, because I'm just kind of like, I want to be good at everything first try. That's not possible. You get better at things. You're not good at it first try. I mean, sure, there's like first beginner's luck or whatever, but still. But I'm glad I figured it out, and I'm going to try again. And that's something that like, it took me a long time to actually get to. But yeah, I'm going to try again. So hopefully, if not today, when I want to put up this video, I will have started my streaming video again, and we'll just start from the top. But yeah, all right, now for real, stay tuned.